the term mudaf, and for the thing that is owned or possessed, mudafun ilayhi. It's okay if you don't remember these terms.
What's the meaning of that same possessed?
No, what it says is that mudaf, it's something which is added, something which is added. Okay, idafat yani something added. Yes, mudafun yani this is added, and mudafun ilayhi yani to what it is added. So it's like that. So it literally does not mean possessor and possessed, but that's what we understand it as. Fine.
Can be added to the mudarris.
Yes, you can relate it to the mudarris by possession, that is by possession. Okay, now that so this is another example. So what we do now is, remember this example, Kitabu Muhammadin. Okay, now we'll go a bit further in this. Kitabu Muhammadin. Any doubts here? No doubt here. So what we do is, it's okay, stay back. Okay, fine. Kitabu Muhammadin. And yes, effect of prepositions. Fi plus Kitabu Muhammadin. Fi Kitabi Muhammadin. Can anyone explain me this concept?
Yeah, because before Kitabu is again indefinite because of Muhammad. That's the and fi is preposition before Kitab, so it makes Kitabu to Kitabi, and Muhammad is makes it definite.
Yes. Okay. So what we understand here is that Kitabun. Okay, Kitabu becomes Kitabi because of fi. And Muhammadun becomes Muhammadin because of
Kitabi.
Because of what?
Processor.
Because of
Processed.
because of its relation, because it is related to Kitab. That is the concept. Okay, I hope it's clear. So what happens is, you know these changes. What Kitabun becomes Kitabu and Muhammadun becomes Muhammadu when these both are related by the relation of possession, that is. Okay, now when fi comes before this combination, this particular change happens. Fi Kitabi Muhammadin. And what does this mean? Can you answer it? Yes. Kitabu Muhammadin. Fi Kitabi Muhammadin. In what?
In
which book?
Muhammad.
Yes.
In Muhammad's book.
Yes. In Muhammad's book.
Okay.
In Muhammad's book. Any doubts here? I hope this is clear. Any doubts here, Brother Umar? Fine then.
But
Yes, tell me.
because now we are dealing with masculine names.
Yeah?
If it is feminine, then only the.
We'll come to that later. Don't mention the rules. We'll come to that later. Okay. Okay. Fine. Any doubts here? Okay. Fine. So we'll move on. So as I mentioned to you, this is for proper nouns. For common nouns, we have qala plus maktabul mudarrisi. Maktab yani table. Maktabul mudarrisi.
Teacher's table.
Ala maktabil mudarrisi.
On the teacher's table.
On teacher's table. So because ala comes, this becomes from maktabul mudarrisi to maktabil mudarrisi, and al mudarrisu becomes al mudarrisi because of maktab being possessed, attached to it. Yani, okay. Any doubts here? Same effect on proper nouns and common nouns. Any doubts here? I hope this is clear. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Cause please try to remember this concept. Okay. Because we are gonna have an exercise later based on this. Fine then. So now.
This is from the 5th chapter.
No.
It's from the end.
No, actually, yeah, 5th chapter. Yeah, sorry, 5th chapter. Yeah. So now what we'll do is, another simple concept we'll learn. Yeah, we know this. Male names end with double dhamma. Female names end with single dhamma. Another concept here. What we are learning here is, in this particular chapter, use and effect of ya. What does ya mean? What does ya mean? You may know. Yes. To call out to someone, to refer to someone.
Yeah, that we know.
Yes.
But what does it mean? You asked me the meaning, right?
Meaning, where is it used? Where is it used, Yani? Where is it used?
We say yeah, Hamid, yeah.
Sorry. I thought you would understand it correctly. So, yeah, where is it used, Yani?
To call someone.
To call someone, to refer to someone. Oh, so and so we say in English. So, use and effect of ya. Ya, when it comes before any male name. Ya Muhammadun becomes Ya Muhammadu. The change is double dhamma to single dhamma. When it comes before any female noun, Ya Fatimatu. Ya Fatimatu, no change. Simple. Extremely simple. Okay? So, when we are referring to names, after ya, if it comes, they always end with single dhamma. Always, yani, whether it is male or female. In male, from Muhammadun it becomes Ya Muhammadu. In female, no change. Simple. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to the 5th chapter, the text that is. So what we'll do is, we'll run the app and then we'll go through reading if possible, if time permits. There's very less time. I hope you have understood the concepts. Okay, so now we'll see the application part of it, like how it is used. Yeah. So this is the example we learned. Kitabun plus Muhammadun, Kitabu Muhammadin. Okay, we've learned this already. Yes, just okay. We'll listen to this. Okay, we'll listen to this. Just pay close attention to the words. So what happens here is, here we see the application of all the rules. A means is, okay? A kitabu Muhammadin hadha ya yasiru. So here we see the this one, yani the usage of possession, kitabu Muhammadin ya yasiru. From yasiru it becomes?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, that is what I had mentioned.
Because
Ya Yasiru.
because of ya.
Yeah, exactly. So what Yasir says is, okay, let's listen to what Yasir says. So what he says is, no, this is Hamid's book. I hope you can understand this pretty well now that you know the concepts. Fine. Huwa alal maktabi hunak. Hunak means there. There. Huna means here. Huna without a ka.
Huna.
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 Huna without a ka means here.
Means there.
Hunak there.
Hina, what is called hina?
Okay, hina, it is a colloquial version of huna. It's like that. Hina.
Okay, so both are same. Actually, it is huna.
Actually, it is huna.
Where are
Plus,
you? I'm here.
in colloquial they say hina. Tal hina. Tal hina, yani come here. Okay. So you might have heard that a lot of times, right? Yeah. Huna, it is actually,
During the conversation.
Yes. So there they say hina. Actually, it is huna. So
here.
huna is here. Hunak is there. Without ka, it is here. With ka, hunak there. Somewhere far away. Fine. Any doubts here? No doubts here. Okay. Okay, daftar, as you can see, it means register. So another thing that we notice here is, because as we have already learnt, al cannot come before this particular word, because it is already definite with its relation to the owner of that particular thing. Okay, here's an interesting point. So here we know that in Arabic, the possessor, the owner of the object always comes after the thing that we are talking about, right? So what happens is, if you want to ask whose that particular thing is, instead of that particular person's name, we use man. We use man, okay? So what happens is, see, even in English, for example, I say, this is Muhammad's pen, okay? But if I want to ask like about the owner of this pen, I would ask whose pen is this? In place of Muhammad, I use the term whose. Similarly, in Arabic, what we do is in place of the owner, we use the term man because we don't know who it is. So to ask about the owner of a particular thing, we use the term man in his place. Did you get the point, Brother Umar? Okay. I hope this concept is clear. Can you re-explain it to me, Brother Javed?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Understood, right?
You understood it. I hope. No, it's okay. I just want to make sure you understand this concept. Okay. So what happens? I'll just repeat it once more. So, for example, if I say this is Muhammad's pen in English, this is Muhammad's pen. So we know Muhammad's pen. Okay. Now, if I want to ask you whose pen, if I want to ask about the owner of this pen, I say whose pen is this? So in place of Muhammad's name, I don't know whose, I don't know what that person's name is. So I say whose pen is this? So similarly, we know in Arabic the owner always comes later. So in place of the owner's name, we use the term man. So qalamu man hadha ya aliyu. Aliyun becomes aliyu because of ya. Any doubts here? Man is who, because we don't know who it is. We don't know whose pen that is. So we use kalamu man haza. Okay, if you want to ask whose house is this?
Whose house?
Yes.
Baitu man haza.
Exactly. Yes. If you want to ask, for you, if you want to ask, whose car is this?
Sayyara man hadha.
Sayyara? Sayyaratu man hadha. Okay, sorry, it's actually wrong. Sorry. No. Actually, okay, we'll come to that later. Not sayyara, some other term. We'll use, for example, maktab. Simple, maktab.
Maktab man hadha.
Yeah. So you've got the concept. And yeah. Any doubts here? So what Ali does is, in place of man, he puts the teacher's the word teacher, because this is the teacher's pen. Whose pen is this? This is the teacher's pen. Qalamu man hadha qalamul mudarrisi. Any doubt? Fine. Okay. Okay, as you can see, haqibatu means haqibatun, yani it's haqibatun originally. It means bag. Aina haqibatul mudarrisi. Where is the teacher's bag? Any doubts? Okay. Where is the teacher's bag? Okay. Fine then. Hiya tahta al-maktabi. Okay, because haqibatun is feminine, which we'll be learning later, hiya is used.
The rule here which you told is because haqibatun is ending with ta, it is feminine.
Patience, have patience, we'll learn that later. Okay?
This is what
Yes. Actually you're right, yeah. So, hiya tahta al-maktabi. Tahta means under. Tahta means under. And it has another important rule which you need to remember, which I unfortunately haven't mentioned it, is tahta has the same effect as any other preposition.
It's come the
Yes.
E.
Tahta has the same effect as any other preposition. What was the effect of the preposition? Effect of preposition.
The vowels of the last alphabet.
Yes.
Kasra. Maktabi.
Tahta al-maktabi. Hiya tahta al-maktabi. So whatever comes after tahta, it is always kasra.
So tahta is what?
Under.
No, that I know.
Tahta, it comes under prepositions. I'll tell you the exact term in the next class.
Because of here,
yes.
It is again preposition and then it's...
No. See, here is a noun. Here is a demonstrative pronoun. It comes under ism.
Ism.
Hiya comes under his ism. Okay. Tahta comes under harf.
Harf.
Tahta, we know the three categories. What are the three categories?
Ism, fi'l and harf.
Fi'al.
Fi'l.
Yeah, and harf. So hiya comes under ism. Tahta comes under harf. Al-Maktabi comes under?
Fi'l.
Yeah, Javed.
Ism.
Why would it come under
Ism.
fi'al? Because it is the remaining one, is it? Okay, fine. Okay, the new words that we learned in this particular chapter. Okay, Ar-Rasul. Fine. So what we'll do is, fine. Ar-Rasul means the messenger.
الرسول تحت
Okay. I think we'll take this up in the next class, okay? So what we'll do is, whatever concepts we've learned till now, we'll go through a few exercises based on that, okay? Fine. All right. No, before this, sorry. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So now what we do is, I'm sorry about this. Oops. Yeah. So now what we do is, possession in Arabic, okay? Relate the object possessed or owned on the right to the possessor or owner on the left. I'll give you pairs of pictures and you have to tell it one by one, okay? You have to relate it based on what we've learned. Let's start off with brother Javed.
Kitab Muhammad.
Okay, next. Brother Umar.
Muhammad.
Yeah, he said that. Yeah,
Mindino Yasirin.
yes, exactly. Yeah,
Miftahu Sayyari.
Sayyara Ti.
Sayyari.
Can you say that again?
Miftahu Sayyari.
Miftahus Sayyarati. Combine the two words.
Okay, Miftahu
Okay,
Sayyari.
please remember another thing, that whenever, no, it's not like that. See, whenever there is al, whenever the common nouns, as I told you, they always have al. Most of the times they have al attached to it. And we also learned that the hamza of the al is hamza of al is hamzatul wasl, and hamzatul wasl, the rule is not pronounced. So what happens is miftahu, we know miftahu. As-sayyaratu, we know as-sayyaratu. Miftah,
Sayyari.
can you say it again?
Miftahu Sayyari.
Exactly. So what happens is, now we know miftahu, we know as-sayyaratu, but because of miftahu it becomes as-sayyarati. But because there is hamzatul wasl there, it's not pronounced, so it's combined totally. And because Sin is a sun letter, what rule is applied there?
It is like
And it's joined basically. Lam is also not pronounced. So what happens is Miftahus Sayyarati. Any doubts here? Okay. So what happens? So whenever there is a word coming up which has al before it, you have to always join it. And you have been doing this from, I think this is the third class, like from past 2-3 classes. Okay. For example, we also learnt. Okay. Al Baitu. Fi plus al Baitu, what does it become?
Fil Baiti.
Okay. Why didn't you say Fi al Baiti?
Because alif is Hamzatul Wasl.
Okay.
So we-
The Hamza is Hamzatul Wasl. But if you remember correctly, you were saying this even before I mentioned to you the difference between Hamzatul Wasl. Ease of saying and ease of saying. We took that class last week and we learned the concept of Hamzatul Wasl and Hamzatul Qat yesterday. So it's like
These
that.
techniques were taught much before. I mean, like in the kids' time, during learning the Arabic, Tamreen, Sarf and all.
Ha ha ha.
Tamreen Sarf, what? The basic.
Nahu.
No.
Nahu.
To learn the
Makhraj.
Quran.
Qaida.
Yes, sir.
Nurani qaida.
Nurani Qaida.
Yeah.
And then also teacher taught us.
Acha, acha, ha. So like that, yeah. So yeah, if you go to Hazrat, what he does is we learn which letters to omit while reciting the Quran. He tells you which letters to omit. But of course we don't know the rules. We just know where to omit the letters and stuff. So yeah, so fil baiti, yeah. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So whenever you find a term which has al and you have to join it. Basically, you just have to join it because the hamza there is hamzatul wasl. Okay. Now the next is I think Brother Javed. Yeah.
Kitabullah.
The ending as well.
Kitabullahi.
Kitabullahi.
Kamisu Amari.
Ammarin. Sahi.
Maktabu Maktabul Mudarris.
Yes.
Maktabul Mudarris.
Yes. Okay.
Sariru Khalidin.
Okay. Yes, brother.
Miftahu Baiti. Miftahul Baiti.
Miftahul Baiti. Make sure that whenever common nouns come, you join it. Okay, please. Yeah.
Dukanu Mani.
No.
A man or
No, this is businessman.
Tajir.
Yes.
Tajiri.
Yes.
Dukanu Tajiri. Dukanu Tajiri.
Dukka.
Dukanu.
This is a common noun.
Dukanu Tajiri. Dukanu Tajiri.
It is
Ta is sun letter or moon letter?
It is a
At-tajiru or al-tajiru?
sun letter.
Huh?
Tajiri.
Yeah, so say it like that.
Dukanu Tajiri. Dukanu Tajiri.
Yes. Dukkanut tajiri. Any doubt? Dukkanut tajiri. So what happens is Dukkanun becomes Dukkanu.
Catches the ta.
Yes, yes.
Catches the ta.
Yeah, so both alif, both hamzatul wasl and lam gets it's neglected basically. Next one to Javed.
Qalamu Hamidin.
Yes. Okay. For the next one, there is a new word actually that you have to note down probably. I'm sure you may already know it. Okay. I'll ask you. What do you call an engineer in Arabic? You may have heard it in your professional circles somewhere. It always starts. It starts with meme. It's very much similar to Mudarris. Similar, yani it has the same, yani it starts off like that, same. Okay, Muhandis. Okay, engineer. For engineer, we use the term Muhandis. Mim, ha, noon.
Ha, that big.
No, the small ha, Ha of Hada.
Engineer.
And last scene. Mim, Ha, Noon, Dal, Sin. Did you get that?
Sin.
Yes. Mim.
Noon dal sin.
Mim ha noon dal sin.
Sin.
Ya
Yes.
doesn't come.
Muhandis.
Ya doesn't come. Ya doesn't come. Muhandis. Okay. So with that we have learned. Okay. Now that we know that,
Muhandis.
it's a common noun. So Brother Umar, it's your turn now. And can you relate these two? Hmm?
Baitun Muhandasi. Muhandisi.
Can you say that again?
Baitu Muhandisi.
Please join it. Join it.
Baitul Muhandis.
Yes, Baitul Muhandisi. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's your turn.
Ghurfatu Aliyin.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, go on. Okay.
This is you told
Yes.
me, right?
Huh?
The name is
When had I mentioned this? Had I mentioned this? Okay, fine, go on. Sorry, I thought I hadn't, so go on. Name means ism, yeah.
Ismu Waladi.
Is?
Ismu Waladi.
Is?
Ismul Waladi.
Yes, Ismul Waladi. So please remember, whenever you see a picture, okay, whenever it's not a name, you please join it. Okay, please join it. Anyway, we are almost to the end of this exercise. Okay, again, just can you say
Ismul Waladi.
Ismul Waladi?
Baitu Abbasin.
No, it's his turn. Yeah, his turn. Yeah, go on.
Baitu Abbasin.
Okay, now for the next one, there's a new word which we'll be learning later. But no, actually, we've learned this earlier. Do you remember the word for girl or daughter?
Yeah.
Bin.
Yes. Okay, bintun. Okay. So now it's your turn, I think. Yeah.
Bintu Tabibi.
Join it.
Bintul Tabibi.
Bintul
Bintul
Tabibi.
Tabibi.
Bintut tabibi. Okay, bintut tabibi.
Doctor's
Doctor's daughter. Yeah.
Kitabu Sayyidin.
Kitabu Sayyidin. Okay. Last one to Brother Omar.
Babu. Babu.
It's simple. Come on.
Babul Baiti.
Babul Baiti. Yes. So we have come to the end of this particular exercise. Any doubts here? I hope it was fun. Okay, now the next one is pretty interesting. I'll see if would you say this? Fine then. Now what we'll do is we'll have one last exercise, okay? We're already out of time. Here, we'll have one last exercise because I've already planned it. So yes, here's an interesting exercise. Gifts and gifts for relatives and friends. Okay, imagine you have just come back from a foreign tour, okay, and you have bought gifts for your relatives and friends. Observe the following pictures and mention which gift is for whom. Did you understand? What did you understand from this?
We bought a lot of gifts from the foreign trip.
Okay.
Now by looking at the picture, we have to understand which
Okay.
gift is for whom.
Okay, what concept will you use here?
Now I have to relate the
Exactly, yes.
with the
So Alhamdulillah, you've understood the exercise question. Just a minute. Yeah. Yes. So now, okay, another thing is, a few of the gifts may seem a bit funny, okay? Okay, yeah, another thing, you need to mention names, any name, preferably not from the textbook, please, okay? Preferably not from the textbook, just apply the rule for the thing that is possessed. What is the rule? What is the rule? Of, for example, Kitabun Muhammadun.
Kitabu Muhammadin.
Yes, Kitabu Muhammadin. So whatever thing is there, it always ends with single dhamma, yeah. So with that being said, let's start, okay? And yeah, try not to use the names from the textbook. Okay, you need to say Hadha, this particular object, and whose it is.
Hada Kitabu Zakir.
Okay.
Zaki.
Zakirin, it's okay if you don't, because for non-Arabic names there's a different rule, so it's okay if you can. I would suggest you don't use the rule, okay? It's just a fun exercise. Fine. Now, Brother Umar.
Haza Kalamu Ismail.
Ismail, okay.
هذا مكتب.
Yeah.
هذا مكتب علي.
Okay.
هذا سرير الطالب.
Okay, the next one is an interesting gift. Don't help him out, yaar. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay.
هذا حمار.
Yes.
هذا حمار مصرية.
Okay. Fine, fine.
هذا إنسان ولد.
What walad bhai? Tell some name.
नेम जरूरी है. هذا إنسان حامد.
Yes, okay.
هذا ديكو. هذا ديكو.
Haza? Qittu.
هذا كتو. أباسي.
Abba?
أباسي. أباسي.
Abbasin.
هذا جمل. هذا جمل بنتي.
Okay.
هذا قميص عمار.
You're so fond of the names from the textbook, right? Yeah. Go on now.
هذا كرسي إبراهيم.
Okay, good.
هذا ديكو. هذا ديكو عائشة.
Okay.
هذا منديل صالح.
Okay, we have come to the end of this.